cool, man.
Yeah.
That's good. You guys are blowing up. I like that. I was gonna turn that picture of you and Dennis Rodman into a potato and Dennis Rodman.
So, you want to talk about the potato incident?
Listen,
Before we go into anything with wrestling?
This is hysterical. Andrew has a great story. He just posted it on Twitter the other day, and I really want to hear the rest of this.
Okay, so I was debating how I was going to word this because it was such a bizarre incident that it's hard to believe that it happened.
Can I start painting the picture?
Yeah, start painting it.
You're going to work. You're going to Sapphires.
I'm on
taking the LIRR.
I'm on something called the Persian train.
Okay.
So it's the
you
first
got all the Great
off
Necks.
peak. Yeah, the first off peak train.
Yeah.
From Great Neck.
Yeah. So that's from here. That's what, like the 10:00.
The 948.
Right.
Yeah, the 948 train. So I generally don't get on that one. I get on like the 927 or 956 because it's like packed. It's the first train.
Right,
yeah.
right. No, I
I just wanted to censor that. So I sit down, and there's this old Persian dude, white hair, slicked back. There's so much more to the story. I just couldn't elaborate. He's slicked back hair. He's sitting across from him. He's wearing this crazy checkered suit.
Okay, so in the LIRR,
Yeah.
there's rows and rows and rows, and then there's seats that face each other.
That face each other.
Was it in the face each other seats?
Yes, it was in the face each other seats. Which I never do. I always take the one seat. There's one secret seat on the Long Island Railroad where it's facing nothing, just the window.
Yeah.
You know which one? It's like in that nook where the conductor sits.
Yeah, that's my favorite chair also.
That's where I sit.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get a guy that doesn't care and he sits next to you.
Oof.
And that is not fun.
That's never happened to me.
It's happened to me twice.
You have a thinner frame than I do.
Twice it's happened to me. Not pleasant. So I'm sitting down. I'm talking to this. I'm not even talking. I'm sitting down, and the conductor comes over, and he grabs this guy's ticket. And they start a conversation.
Okay.
And he goes, and he goes and shakes his hand.
Like a conversation like they knew each other, or he just started talking?
The guy got up and shook the conductor's hand.
Okay.
And showed him his ticket.
Okay.
And, he just shook his hand. And he sat back down, and he was eating something with, bread. It was something weird. It was definitely something weird.
Did it smell good?
I couldn't tell what it was. It was it almost looked like
what I asked you.
rolled up
Did it
lahmacun. It looked like
ooh.
rolled up lahmacun.
Did it smell good?
I couldn't smell it.
I love lahmacun.
I had no idea what it was. And it was in a really oily napkin, wrapped around it.
Okay.
So I'm totally ignoring this guy, but he looks ridiculous. Wearing a checkered white suit.
Okay.
Slick back hair. And he goes up to me, not even kidding you. He goes up to me and goes like this. I'm going to do it to you.
Yeah, please. Oh, no.
And he goes,
Were you looking at him while he was
no,
doing this?
I was literally
just
I was playing a game on my phone.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And this dude just
does
grabbed
that.
your chin. Oh my
so
God.
I go, and he goes, "You're a very handsome man."
Ooh,
just
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And I go, "Thank you." He goes, "Are you Persian?" Or he goes, first he goes, "Are you Iranian?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "You're not Persian?" I'm like, "No, I'm not Persian." And
you look like Holaden.
Yeah. He goes, "When I was young, I had beautiful beard like you, but now it's all white."
Okay.
Just like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I do a very good Persian, by the way.
You do.
He goes, "Now it's all white, so I always have to shave." I'm like, okay. So that was it, right? Okay, fine. It's weird to grab my face, but he's Persian. You know, that's what I...
Sure.
Listen, if it was anybody, if it was like you doing it, and I don't know you, it would be fighting, right? You would fight the guy.
I'd try to stop it before he
I'd be
got
like,
to
what
my
are you doing?
face. Yeah.
Like one of those. So I'm so sorry, guy. I have to tell the story.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. So he does that first. I'm too early, dude.
He
I
didn't
don't
go
want
from
to
the
engage.
beard
No. He just goes like this.
to the
Just
second
like
beard,
those.
right?
Yeah, just like that. I couldn't go into the story because it's so ridiculous. Nobody would believe it. It'd be too long. So he does that. And he goes, "You sure you're not Persian?" I don't want to go into it with him. He knew. He knew there was something there.
Yeah.
He just felt it. I'm like, no, I'm not. And he goes, "Okay."
It's the eyes.
3 minutes go by. I'm looking at him. He had like a bag, like a little, like a plastic bag. He takes something out. It's a fucking boiled potato.
All right. Did it
In
have
a
foil
plastic
on
bag. No. Just in a plastic bag, but like wet.
Okay.
A little wet. Takes it, crushes it like this.
In the bag.
In the bag.
Okay.
I just, from the corner of my eye, just leaves it like that. 2 minutes go by. He goes like this. Hands it to me.
Oh, boy.
I took
He took it out of the bag.
He took it out of the bag.
Bare hands.
Bare hands.
Handed
it to me.
Okay. Was it dripping?
No, it wasn't dripping.
Okay.
I don't know what came over me. I don't know why I accepted this potato, but I did.
Uh-huh.
And I looked at him and I ate it.
Just staring at him in the eyes.
And he goes like this.
All right.
And that was it.
You're a drug mule now. That potato is full of heroin.
That was it.
I've come to collect. Where is my heroin?
That was it. He gave me a half of a boiled potato.
Did you stare straight ahead after this, or did you engage him in conversation?
I didn't want to make eye contact.
Why'd you eat the potato?
I don't know. It was
He put it in your hand.
You know what it was?
He didn't feed you.
I took a magic bean in the morning.
Okay. Yeah.
And I kind of was feeling loose.
Want a little potato.
I just didn't know. I was really focused in. I accepted it was like one of these.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it wasn't like he fed it to you.
No, that would have been even better.
He just like put it in your hand and you were like, potato time, USA.
Let's go. I don't know. And I really felt guilty about eating that. Like I felt really, I got like really
not disgusted?
A sense of guilt.
Why?
Saying like, what the hell did I just do?
Why
would I eat the potato? I just felt really weird. I felt really weird about the whole potato incident.
Did you feel disgusted with yourself?
I want to find this man.
Uh-huh.
If you take the 948 train out of Bayside.
Well, that's a 1001 by me.
It's a 1001 by you.
Yeah.
If you take that train and there is a Persian man with white hair, no beard, and wearing a white checkered suit.
You're describing half the train at that time.
Go up and ask him why he gave me the potato. What does it mean?
Why did you give Andrew that potato?
I feel different. I feel weird. I'm going to tell you. I feel like a different person now. I see things a little bit differently. I think I'm a little clairvoyant now.
Yeah, that potato is full of drugs. A, that potato is full of drugs. B, again, on the next full moon, you're going to turn into an effing potato.
I think I'm turning into a potato. There are times that I look in the mirror at night and all I see is like spores happening on my face. This was
You mean eyes? They're called eyes.
I just cannot believe I ate the freaking potato.
Yeah, why'd you eat that potato?
You know what? When I was a kid, my grandmother would make me a boiled potato every day at 10 o'clock. I think it was like a weird thing from my childhood. I just had to accept the potato.
Okay.
Pat Law. That's Mike Phillips, the great radio engineer and my legal advisor.
Look at him. He wants me to get a better microphone.
He wants me to give you the TLM 103. He doesn't think I sound good on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a little insight. He hates that mic, and he doesn't think I sound good on this.
You sound like a man who ate a stranger's potato.
Dude, how can I retell that story in 140 or 200 characters?
I don't know.
Impossible.
Tater man.
I just have to keep it short, but it was a bizarre... The thumbs up was awesome.
Can I redo the show intro and introduce you as Tater Man Andrews
Tater Man Andrews Herring? Yeah. I think that's what it's going to be from now on. All right. Now you got my potato story. I know a lot of people wanted to hear the potato story. Here it is. Let's talk about pro wrestling.
Put this potato story behind a paywall. You got to pay for this potato story.
You know what? I should put this behind a paywall. There might be a little more to the story.
I want to...
he may have dropped his pants.
If oh, man.
And by potato, I mean something else.
If I find this guy, I want to yell at him in like the Christian Bale Batman voice.
He's going to give you his Persian magic.
Why'd you give the potato?
Dude, he did some weird Persian magic on me. I feel different.
Oh, he looks like Aladdin.
he goes, I couldn't, he goes like this, he goes, you are a very handsome man. Are you Iranian?
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm not. He goes,
no, you didn't even tell him your dad.
No, I didn't even go into detail. Nothing.
Wow.
He goes, you're not Persian?
No.
When I was young, I had beard like you, and then it went void. And I had to get rid of it.
You know what's funny? It's the eyes, definitely.
The eyes,
and the eyelashes and the eyebrows, 100%.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very
I look
Mediterranean. Like, like that.
I look like every depiction of the Anunnaki. I look like every sculpture from the Mesopotamian era.
That's true.
It's every one of them is me.
Very Byzantine.
Very Byzantine.
So like, if you had sunglasses on, he probably wouldn't have asked you.
He would not have asked me. No.
Yeah.
I think if I wasn't wearing a suit, he wouldn't have asked me.
Yeah.
I think he was impressed.
Yeah.
I think he was very impressed.
I used to play a video game called The Prince of Persia.
You know Prince of Persia? Then, you sure you're not Iranian? There's a video game about Iranian, about Persian.
I don't do a very good Persian accent.
I've heard it my whole life. Guys, let's talk about pro wrestling. How about this?
Let's do it, baby.
Before we all turn into magical Persian potatoes, I want to remind everybody you can fund us on Patreon. Patreon.com/. patreon.com/MattMenPodcast. Fund us there. Also, if you're watching live and you enjoy my potato Persian stories, you can hit that dollar button in the chat and give us whatever you feel like. $1, $2, $20, $500. For $500, I'll take my shirt off right now.
Would you?
I'll do the whole show shirt.
Can we call you the Persian potato from now
I want
on?
to be the Persian potato.
What if somebody said
That'll be my finisher.
I find it very odd sometimes that people send stuff to your house like they know where you live.
Yeah.
Do you think somebody's gonna send you like a box of potatoes?
If you send me a box of potatoes, I will eat all of them live on the air.
Why would I? I just bring them over. I wouldn't ship them.
You want to bring a box of potatoes?
Sure.
Okay.
What kind of potatoes you like? You like some russet potatoes?
I
You
like rustic
some
potatoes. I like the little red ones.
russet.
Russet?
Yeah,
They're not rustic?
Not rustic.
Russet?
Russet.